Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another tote for ETN. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Lawrence will throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 28 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Here's Young throwing to start the drive. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Young now.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. And that head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning, and now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco and Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back throws defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air once more, Young.
And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Duvernay in motion.
Young to throw on 4th.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now.
Young to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
Here's Hardman to return.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll give up the middle to A-Chain.
Touchdown, Packers!
Devon A-Chain.
34 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So that a very nice looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he'll look downfield for Waller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Young. That's caught left side by Hardman. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now he
dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Gun, it's Young. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Young going to move him around. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing, Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They go play action with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Chark the motion man right. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete, and there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Lawrence on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
Hardman on the return.
Touchdown, Packers. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Byron Young. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2nd and 5.
Now Young.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Lions will take over. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Young. That's taken in by... And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne to about the 26 here.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. In motion right is Watkins. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Quez Watkins, 33 yards. And the Lions have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. And on that one, able to catch it. Also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Young to throw it. Fighting, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Young to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Young now. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, Young.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Young.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
A give running right, Etienne. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On third down, Lawrence. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one's going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Second down, Young. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's second down. Young.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the counter, Etienne.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 10. They'll run again. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now Young connects with Duvernay.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it there. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This is 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Young again. Net open, that's Byron Pringle complete. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.